Hey guys, Rikasa here, and today I wanted to talk about the new mode that came to New Genesis called Cannonball Rumble. This is actually a pretty neat mode that can get you some class cubes and some new augments. So to actually get into this mode, you need to be in Central Caveris, right here, and you need to have a battle power of 2647, because the enemies for this are actually around level 60. There is a quest in the Caveris camp that is given by the NPC named Artie, and he kind of gives you a little bit of an explanation of what you're getting into with this Cannonball Rumble. Starting up the quest, though, is pretty easy. You just need to go up to the door, interact with it, and then you just press Start Quest to start matchmaking. This activity can have up to 4 people, but you can easily just solo it as well if you want to. But once inside, though, it brings you into one of its different maps and gives you a little explanation or a prompt that tells you how to do the quest. Honestly, though, it's a pretty easy quest. All you need to do is kill enemies, and they drop these yellow orbs or the cannonballs. And you use these cannonballs just like the throw action in Caveris and throw it at the targets. With each wave, you need to hit a certain amount of targets within a 3-minute timer. And once you destroy all the targets, any remaining enemies disappear, and you can move on to the next wave. For the next wave, there's certain mechanics that can show up, such as tornadoes with Blasticine, bombs, etc. It really depends on the map that you are on. And then along the way with this, you may have noticed that smaller enemies drop only like 1 or 2 cannonballs, while the bigger enemies can drop up to like 4 or even 8 sometimes, depending on the said enemy. Then once you're done with wave 2, it actually gets pretty interesting with wave 3. In wave 3, you actually come across a level 80 Gigantics. This can vary in the boss that it is, but essentially it's going to chase your party down and try to wipe you out. Basically, what you want to do with this is try to avoid it or have one person gain aggro and try to dodge its attacks. But if you successfully avoid this Gigantics and destroy all the targets in the third wave, then you are done. So for the rewards or loot with this quest, it actually gives you class cubes, super augments, which are new, and then also some strugments and gold and silver prim. So to explain these super augments, there's 3 different types with the 3 different potencies. So there's the stamina version, which gives you HP and potency, and then there is the spirit version, which gives you photon power and potency, and then there is just the regular, just super might, super precision, super tech that gives you a little bit extra damage for 2.25%. What's great about these capsules is they're actually in their own category when you are augmenting your gear. So you can have the basic capsules or the tria capsules along with these super augments. And then for these class cubes, you actually use these at the class counter in any city. Just talk to them, and then you go to add-on skills. And then you can generate add-on skills for any of the classes that you have class cubes for, and this is for extra stats or extra bonuses that you can use on any class. I have a whole explanation about this system if you're curious, and I'll link it in a card in the upper right up here. But going back to the Cannonball Rumble mode, I wanted to talk about the point system. So at 3,000 points, you can get S rank, which gives you 2 class cubes and 6 super augments. These class cubes can be from any class and does not have to be part of the classes that you are currently playing. And then for the 6 augments, those are also just kind of randomized between those 9. And then for A rank, if you at least get 1500 score, then you get a single class cube and 3 super augments. So basically half of what you get with S rank. And then for just 500 points, which gives you B rank, you can get 3 super capsules. And then for C rank, which is just nothing, you get like gold and silver prims, and that's it. But something that I noticed about how you gain points is that you don't actually get points for destroying the different targets. The way you get points is by killing enemies. So you don't want to rush through this mode by just going straight for the targets. You actually wanted to kill some of the enemies to at least get to that 3,000 point mark. Otherwise, you're just going to miss out on extra rewards. Because once again, once you clear all the targets for a wave, all of the enemies disappear from that wave and you move on to the next. So if you don't kill enough, then you're not going to get enough points. So the funny thing about this is that the enemies seem to be the actual targets instead of the targets themselves. But there's a certain scenario that I was wondering about. What if you run out of cannonballs and you run out of enemies at the same time? The game actually covers you for this, where it eventually spawns more enemies for you, so you don't have to worry about just like sitting there with nothing. That is pretty much it for this Cannonball Rumble mode. In my opinion, this is a great way or a great alternative to get class cubes other than maxing out your class. Um, with that, it kind of future proofs for when we get higher and higher levels. So you can always get class cubes if you're at least level 60. And then also it gives you cubes, like I mentioned before, for other classes. So you don't have to max out every class to get those add-on skills. Hopefully this helped you guys out figuring out this mode. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.